We start our program with a story that might surprise you. The mayor of Prospect Park, New Jersey, is calling on the Biden administration to stop using a post-9/11 watch list, a list that he believes led the Secret Service to block his visit last Monday night to the White House, a visit to celebrate Eid and the end of Ramadan. Mayor Mohammed Khairullah says what happened to him is illegal and discriminates against Muslims. As for the Secret Service, they won't say why he wasn't allowed to be at the celebration with President Biden.
Thank all of you for
Mayor Khairullah joins us this morning, and what a week for you, Mr. Mayor, to be sure.
Yeah, good morning, Bill. It's been a roller coaster so far.
Well, tell me a little bit about it. You were, just to set the stage here, you were on your way to the White House from New Jersey, and you got a call. What did it say?
That is correct. I was on the outskirts of D.C., about half an hour away from the White House, when I got a call from the White House social office stating that the Secret Service did not grant me access to the event, and in no uncertain term, the gentleman was trying to be nice and said should be trying to head back home. Okay, so what did you say in response to that? I asked him, he said he doesn't know why the Secret Service won't tell them. I said, and he said, you could follow up. I said, well, who do I follow up with? He said, well, that's my number. You could call me, but I have no answers. That's just charming. So, well, I guess you turned around and went home, right? I assume that's what you did. Okay. So what did you find out? What do you believe happened, and what did you find out since then? So since 2019, I've been experiencing difficulties at airports, whether it's border crossing or domestic flights. And because of that, I called the Council on American Islamic Relations, who helped me retrieve my phone after the Custom and Border Patrol agents confiscated in 2019. And at that point, they informed me that I was indeed on a list, and that I was placed on that list in 2019, which explains how my trouble has started. Let me ask you, you were elected mayor in November of 2005. You've been there a long time, longer than any other mayor in the state of New Jersey. Had you ever been confronted with this before 2019? And what did they tell you when they confronted you, if you had? No, I mean, listen, I'll tell you the second part of the question. During the interview, and after many questions, the agent flat out asked me, and I quote, "Did you meet with any terrorists?" I don't know what the answer is supposed to be for that question, but the answer that I gave him is, this conversation is over and I need a lawyer. And at that point, I called CAIR New York because I was at JFK. But no, I didn't experience anything like that before. I mean, there's many theories as to why I'm on the list, including my trips inside Syria during the uprising against the Assad regime. But at that point, I was interviewed by federal agents, whether at airports or at home, which I will gladly speak to because they have a duty to protect our land. But my placement on that list has no explanation, and it's beyond any rationale that I could think of based on my record of service. Just for the record, I'm not with the government in any way, shape, or form, but did you meet with terrorists? Of course not. Listen, as an American citizen, they would have probably did to me what they've done to any other foreigner. Right. No, absolutely not. So what you're saying is that's the kind of pro forma question they ask to anyone who happens to be Muslim. Yeah. Listen, the majority of the people on that list are Arabs and Muslims. And I don't know what the percentage of them that are citizens or not citizens, but regardless, even me, myself, as a citizen, as an elected official, I can't get answers. Yeah. My municipality is supposed to be transparent. The county is supposed to be transparent. The state is expected to be transparent. Our federal government must be transparent as well. Well, you are trying to do that. You're the longest-running mayor in New Jersey. You were dutifully elected, legally elected, never been contested. Did you tell them you were the mayor of Prospect Park in New Jersey? Yes, that was part of the discussion. And I just want to be clear, I'm probably the longest Muslim elected mayor at this point. I don't want to offend any of my colleagues who probably served longer than me from different backgrounds. But yeah, that was part of the discussion. And a lot of times with agents, when we speak at the airport, they're like, you know, you see the baffled look on their face. But I understand what's going on at the airport. Someone is doing their job based on that list. The issue is not the agent at the airport, except for that offensive question. But the issue is, how did I get on the list? I need answers. And 1.5 million other people need answers. This is beyond me. This is not about me. I'm sure my understanding, a lot of people, when they threaten legal action, they quietly get removed off the list. But at this point, whether or not I get removed off the list, if CAIR decides that we are moving forward legally, I am moving with them.
We got about 30 seconds left, Mr. Mayor. I do want to ask you this. You know, right after 9/11, there was this big backlash. You know that. You felt it. There's no question. I think most people who are Muslims in our area felt that. Did you think it had gone away a little bit? I think a lot of people thought it had gone away. We got about 20 seconds.
Well, this is why I get involved in my community. Yeah. Since I came to the United States in 1991, I started volunteering in the community since 93. I preach for change the narrative through involvement, but unfortunately, there's deep racism in the system.
Clearly. Well, good luck in your battle, sir. Mayor Mohammed Khairullah of New Jersey. Thank you for joining us.
Take care.